Okay, so today we're tackling a topic that is just everywhere right now, the new wave of medical weight loss drugs.
You've definitely seen the names, right? Ozempic, Mounjaro, Wegovy. The buzz around them is impossible to miss. But with all that hype, what's the real story? And maybe more importantly, which of these new options, if any, could actually be the right one for you? In this explainer, we're going to do just that. We're going to cut right through all the noise. We'll break down the science, we'll weigh the pros and cons of the top medications, and see how they really stack up against other methods. So let's get right into it. You know, we're really in the middle of a seismic shift, a total game changer in medical weight loss. And understanding this new landscape is absolutely key before you even think about any of these options. And hey, if it feels like this topic is just following you around, you're not wrong. It has completely permeated our culture, from serious medical articles all the way to viral TikTok trends. All right, let's meet the two main players that are driving this whole conversation, Semaglutide and Tirzepatide. Now, they're both injectable medications, but they have some really key differences in how they work.
At the heart of how these drugs work is some really clever science. They both fall into this category, GLP-1 receptor agonist. Now, that sounds super complicated, but all it really means is they basically copy a hormone that your own gut produces to send a powerful signal up to your brain.
So here's how it all goes down. The medication mimics that natural hormone, which then signals to your brain, hey, you're full. But it also does something else. It slows down how quickly your stomach empties, which helps you feel satisfied for way longer. It's a really smart way to work with your body's natural systems.
And here is the key difference between our two main players. Semaglutide, which you might know as Ozempic, is single action. It just targets that one hormone pathway. But Tirzepatide, or Mounjaro, is dual action. It targets two different hormones, and that can lead to an even more powerful effect.
So, what kind of results are we really talking about with semaglutide? Well, the clinical studies are pretty incredible. They've shown an average body weight loss of 12 to 15%. I mean, that is a truly significant outcome.
The pros for semaglutide are pretty compelling. It's highly effective for controlling your appetite, it has a ton of clinical data to back it up, and it's a really convenient once-a-week injection. Now, on the flip side, there are some cons to think about. It does require self-injection, even though the needle is teeny tiny. Some people might experience side effects like nausea. It definitely comes with a higher price tag than traditional diet plans, and of course, it's not suitable for everyone.
And what about that dual-action drug, Tirzepatide? Well, the results here are even more impressive. In clinical trials, we're looking at an average weight loss of 15 to 20%. That second hormone pathway really seems to have an impact.
The advantages of Tirzepatide are pretty clear for anyone looking for more significant results. Its dual-action mechanism gives you enhanced appetite control, which often leads to greater weight loss, all with that same easy-peasy weekly dose. The cons here are similar to Semaglutide, but with a few key differences. Tirzepatide typically costs more, and since it's a newer medication, there's just less long-term data available for it, even though it has a strong safety record so far.
But what if injections are just a complete deal-breaker for you? Let's explore a completely different non-injection option.
So let's talk about TurboTrim. Now, this isn't a drug, it's a comprehensive program. It combines a ketosis-based diet with appetite-suppressing supplements, and the whole thing is overseen by a physician. The pros of TurboTrim are pretty clear. First off, no needles. It's also designed for quick results right at the beginning, often 10 to 15 pounds in the first month. Plus, it's more affordable and it actually helps you build new eating habits for the long run. And the cons? Well, this approach definitely demands more discipline. Sticking to the meal plan is absolutely crucial. And while it does offer appetite suppression, it's just not going to be as potent as what you get with the GLP-1 drugs.
So with all these powerful options on the table, how do you even begin to decide? Let's break it down with a simple framework.
This little decision matrix is a great way to think about it. It really all comes down to your number one priority. For maximum appetite control, the injectables are the way to go. If you're looking for a needle-free, lower-cost option, TurboTrim is the answer. And for the fastest results, well, either Tirzepatide or TurboTrim could be the right fit, depending on your approach. So what's the ultimate takeaway from all of this? What's the bottom line?
Well, the key insight is that there is no one-size-fits-all solution. The focus really shouldn't be on finding some magic bullet, but on working with a healthcare provider to find the right tool for your unique needs and your body.
And you know, this all points to an exciting question for the future.
With these new, highly personalized tools, are we finally witnessing the end of one-size-fits-all dieting? It's a pretty powerful idea to think about. Thanks for watching.